talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, and subscribing. You hear me? Okay. Well, hey, it's JamiThatsMe here, and we are back. We're back to have more Bravo talk, all right? I want us to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, Married to Medicine, because the reunion looks did drop, and I want us to, chat about it for a second, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on the looks of the ladies. But before we get into it, I do want us to start off with some Real Housewives of Atlanta. Just a hot, quick second, okay? Because I did not get a chance to come to you guys about Kandi Burruss's speak on it that she did with Shamea Morton. Now, I did jot down a few little things. It's not a whole lot. You guys gonna have to go over there and check it out. But the few things that I did chat, that I did make note of, I want us to chat about, all right? So first of all, Kandi says that she has been pushing to get Shamea a peach for the longest. All right. She has been pushing for this woman to be a part of this show for the longest. And then that makes me question, well, how was her best friend? Was her best friend in support of that? Did she also push to get Shamea to be a part of this show as well, is what I wonder. I don't doubt that Porsha is not supportive of Shamea. But it may make Porsha feel a little bit of a way that her friend is now about to be on this show in a different capacity, right? Porsha could potentially feel a way about the lavish lifestyle that Shamea is living. Or it could be, dang, I hate my friend coming to be a part of this show, because now they really gonna try and make us bump heads and really go against each other, because that's just how this thing works, and they could really fracture our friendship even more than what Phaedra did back in the day, okay? So, I don't know, but I do think that maybe Miss Porsha may have felt the way. But anywho, so Kandi talks about how she met Shamea through Porsha, and Shamea says, no, you didn't, and you always say that. She said, you met me years prior to that by way of some other guy, some guy that they're both affiliated with, so I'll say a mutual friend, but she met Shamea a long time ago, but from the last moment that Kandi could actually recall, it would be with Porsha, but Shamea is adamant that that's not the case. All right. So also, she let us know that she was offered a peach in the past. Okay. That's what she lets us know. She was kind of offered one, but at the same time, her husband wasn't too sure about being a part of the show, and she really would need to convince him to be a part of the show. And at that time, he wasn't, but things has drastically changed. And I thank you, sir. Okay, I thank you, sir. I want to be on Team Shamea so bad. So I'm hoping that nothing happens this season to make me be like, oh, I can't stand Shamea. Blah, blah, blah. I think the biggest thing that would make Shamea irk me would be if she does not allow Porsha to handle her own situations, right? You guys know how we watch Real Housewives of Potomac, and we feel like, Jacqueline, be quiet sometimes, right? When it comes to Mia, I don't want, Shamea to be that person to Porsha. Now, I'm not saying don't have her back at times, but I just don't want to see it all the time. Like, just hold what you got for just a second, okay? Just a second. So we'll see. We'll see. Shamea, and she also goes on to talk more about her husband and how supportive he's been since she has been doing this show. Shout out to the husbands that are super supportive and holding it down when their women, their wives want to go after their dreams and goals, and not stifling them and preventing them from going on to be better and potentially bigger than you at a later time. Okay, so I love that, love that, love that for her. She also lets us know, because first of all, y'all know Shamea can sing, right? She's even trying to help Miss Porsha with her harmonizing. Oh, me. She's been trying to help her with that, because I remember them doing, I think they may have did they sung at the NBA game one time for halftime. I think they sung together. Yeah, they did a little piece. So, Shamea be trying to help Porsha out in the vocal range, the vocal area. Okay. You know what I do like about Shamea? Even though we don't know a lot about her, and primarily because even though she played like the background as a friend of, I feel like Shamea is one of those people. I see why her and Kandi kind of get along, in my opinion. And it's just mine, girl. It's not your personal. It's my personal. Okay. In my personal, I feel like Shamea is one of those BITs that could really brag about some shit. That could really talk her shit if she want to, but super humble. Okay, I feel like Kandi comes off like that too. So for me, I see why they may not click up, but I see why they may be cool, right? They just two bad bitchs getting bread in multiple ways. And they real humble, or it's giving real demure. I could really shit on you bitches if I want to, excuse me, a little hood there, excuse me. But I love it. She really could brag about some stuff, and she just be real cool. But she did open up, and she let me know some things that I did not know. So first of all, I did not know Shamea was signed like back in high school or whatever, right? She talks about how she was in a singing group with what's her name? Shamari DeVoe. Y'all know Shamari DeVoe of Black. She's married to Ronnie DeVoe of New Edition. Yes. She was in a singing group with her at one point. She also ended up being in a singing group with Carrie Hilson. I love to hear stories like this where people that may not have had a huge name, but they were like cool back in the day. And then, it's one of those situations where you're like, maybe in high school or something, or in college before the world knows you, it's giving, you know, I see you at the top type thing, right? And then ultimately everybody that needs to be there, they're there. I love to hear stories where, oh yeah, we met back in the day, we met at like a, at a picnic, or we met at this and that, or we were affiliated here or there. And then now these are two of the, not so much as bigger stars, but these are some really well-known people now. So I absolutely love that. She also talks about how she had a few, music deals and stuff, and how things didn't really pan out for her. She talks about how how people say that Ashanti's vocals are used on some of Jennifer Lopez's songs. Well, they kind of pulled the same stunt on my girl Shamea. According to Shamea, all right, there was she had some music that she did, and the song that she was singing did sound a bit familiar, but I don't know if it was that song. I think it was another song where she said that she helped out with, she sung on it, and they pretty much took her vocals and used somebody else's face. Like child, but she said if it weren't for certain people that were, I guess, solidified within the industry to acknowledge her part in it, then they would have tried to erase my girl. Just try to erase her completely. So all in all, she's had her experience with music, and it kind of made her fall back a bit from it. And she's just like, I'm cool. I'm going to go do something else. She used to be a dancer back in the day. She got an opportunity to go, because I think she danced over at Morris Brown. And at some point, she went on to audition for Drumline. She was one of the dancers or whatnot. And she said when she got her check, she got a SAG check. It was like 20 racks. And I'm like, wait a minute. What? So that's what made her want to dance even more. And I'm like, girl, I would have been out there doing it too. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. I would have been over there getting it too for a $20,000 check. Okay, this gonna be every time, or it's gonna be a little more the more work that I do. Okay, period. So that's how she kind of got into the dancing and everything. And life has just taken off for Shamea from there. She does go on to talk about her beautiful baby. She has some beautiful girls. Her, I believe, youngest daughter has dealt with a lot that has required her to be in and out of the hospital, experiencing multiple surgeries. And just hearing her talk about her daughter, I'm like, oh, girl, listen. I'm probably going to be in tears when I watch the season, because I'm sure that's a part of her life that she is going to share. And that's probably going to break me down just a little bit, because I just thinking about little babies being operated on, whether something needs to be cut and fixed. I believe she had a lip. I think she said something about her lip, her nose. She had to have some brain. So she's had a lot of work done. And Shamea was trying to name things from the crown of her head all the way down, because that's the order that she remembers it. But that's just so tough to endure all of that, with your baby girl. Like, that's a lot. Whew, but she's making it through. I saw some pictures of her, and I said, this little girl is so cute. She's just smiling, and she's happy and stuff. And the doctors did say that she may be a little delayed, but over time, like, she's going to get there, and I believe that for her as well. She also talks about how supportive her husband has been throughout all of this. And we love that. We love when a husband will step out. Not that he wasn't stepping up before, but because it's going to require her to be away, he's showing up even more for her with the girls and stuff. And she just talks about how much of a blessing he's been throughout this entire process, making sure, their daughter gets to, or their daughter gets to her appointments, and, both of the daughters get to where they need to be. She talks about how amazing that has been, and she's going to give him another child, is what she says. And unfortunately, she did mention that she did suffer from an ectopic pregnancy back in January, I think it was, she said, and she ended up having her left fallopian tube removed. And for myself, I can definitely relate in a sense. I didn't necessarily have a ectopic pregnancy, but I did have like a ruptured cyst, and my left fallopian tube was not removed, but it was indeed shaved down. And I didn't know if I could, have any more kids. And then, girl, here we are years later, child. He right here running amok in the palace, son. But enough about me. So I definitely could connect with Shamea on that just a bit, and I'm sure a lot of women will be. So I'm excited to see what Shamea is going to bring. And no, I have not watched the sneak peek that they have dropped for us to get a little bit more into Shamea. I have not watched it just yet, but I think Shamea may be bringing what the people want. I do. I think she may be bringing what the people want, and I felt for a long time they should have been gave this lady a little piece of a peach, okay? Because I do think she has the housewives lifestyle that a lot of people look forward to seeing, okay? This rich, lavish lifestyle, but she also moves and operates, and that's where I feel like the humbleness comes into me, where she moves and operates like, just a regular person. I don't gotta work, I ain't gotta do okay, but she chooses to because she loves and she enjoys that, and I love that for her. So I don't know, y'all. I know I had told y'all I was standing outside the bus. I was at the bus stop for Miss Porsha, and we gonna see, okay, because I don't completely walked off the bus and went on a whole nother street and decided to catch a different route after Porsha was pulling her stunts and stuff. But now I am at the bus stop, and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna step on. But when it comes to Miss Shamea, child, I think I've been on the bus. I think I have been on the bus, okay, for sure. But we gonna see what the season is giving, because I do like Shamea. All right, so there's that. What else? She did talk about, when it came down to her getting ready to sit and discuss and talk, audition, or whatever she needed to do for Real Housewives of Atlanta. She talked about how she was really nervous, to have that conversation with Porsha, because she didn't really know how, one would react, or, any of that. She wasn't sure, but she did let her know. And then once she actually got the call to say, hey, you'll officially start filming or whatever, Porsha was like, well, first when she told Porsha was like, oh, you think your husband's gonna go for that? Because of course he wasn't in on it the first time. And then Shamea said, well, I don't know, I just gotta ask and see. So when she found out for sure that she was gonna be a part of it, her husband was on board or whatever, she let Porsha know, and Porsha responded and said, congratulations, I'm happy for you, or whatever. And that was that. So the fact that Shamea said that this conversation was had via text, I do question the closeness of the friendship. I don't think they are as close as they were, but I also don't think that they are super bad either. Does that make sense? But we'll see. I feel like when that type of good news happens, and like if you're getting a job at the same place that your friend works at, that's your best friend, I'm probably gonna call my best friend like, girl, okay, so let me tell you what happened. Okay, because I got the job, BIT, so da 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 da. Versus just sending a text. So yeah, I think it may have been some stuff probably going on that probably don't even got anything to do with the show. But I'll just wait and see. I'm not gonna add too much on 10 just yet. Okay. So that's what's going on with Miss Shamea. I'm looking forward to seeing what she's going to be bringing. And y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. All right. So that's all the little note that I grabbed from when she had to sit down with Miss Candiace. So if y'all want to hear and see more, go on over there and check it out. Period. Now, outside of that, I do want us to hop over and get into some Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? Because Andy over on his, radio show, Radio Andy, he does give a call to Gizelle, and he talks to Gizelle about Stacy, TJ, Karn, and Ray. Let us go ahead and check out what she had to say. Get into this.
See if she answers. Oh, there she is. Hi, Gizelle.
Hi, what are you doing, Andy?
Well, we're doing Bravo Phone a Friend on the radio. You're live on Radio Andy right now. How you doing?
Oh, my gosh. Hi, everybody. So I'm the friend.
Yes. Well, the friend is Erica from Virginia, our long-suffering caller, and she wanted me to call you and see if you've spoken to Stacy since the reunion.
Yes, I have. Yes,
and
I have.
What was your take on her Watch What Happens Live appearance? I don't know if you saw it. And, and I guess TJ came out yesterday and said, well, he has more news to share. We don't know what that is. But where are you sitting with this?
So I did see some clips when she was with you at Watch What Happens Live.
Yes.
And she didn't really answer any of your questions, Andy. She skirted around the whole playground.
Right.
And it was very telling to me that there's more to the story.
Okay.
TJ, I feel like, listen, either you're gonna spill the tea. You can't tease the tea.
Right. Don't tease the tea. Yeah. Yes. Give it to us, so don't tease it. Yes. Right. I have to say, Gizelle, I thought it was your and Wendy's best reunions in all the seasons.
Well, thank you, Mr. Cohen. That's high praise from you. But we talked about this. I had a good time.
I know we all did.
I just had fun.
Yes. When you said leave Maya Angelou out of this or leave her alone, that was so funny. I mean, we were really that was, by the way, that was one of the first reunions in a long time where I hung out after with I didn't want to leave. I was like, oh, this is too much of a kiki.
We couldn't get rid of you.
No, true. Gizelle, any contact with Kern yet?
I have reached out to Ray.
Okay.
And he's keeping the circle that's going to be contacting Karen very tight.
Yes. Okay.
As of right now, I'm not on it.
Got it. Okay.
But he's open.
Okay.
He's open.
We are all just praying that she gets through this quickly and gracefully, right?
Yes. No, totally. And, not for nothing, all the ladies have been very concerned about Ray. And I did tell him, like, we want to start sending you food on a weekly basis. Like, we're going to take turns. He did say he's overwhelmed with food. No, thank you.
Oh.
But he knows, like, we're here to support in whichever way we can.
Right. See if she answers.
Child, y'all just heard what Miss Gizelle had to say, and what I'm kind of finding to be a little bit funny is the fact that y'all over there taking this man food as if Karen done passed away or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all over there bringing, like, is he new to the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, y'all don't got y'all husband, so maybe he is new to the neighborhood, not having his wife. But that's the only time people really bring food to folks' house, I thought, or when somebody passed away. Y'all acting like Mia when Mia decided to walk out of the doggone reunion like her husband had passed away and she in mourning. What? But that was nice of you guys to offer that, and they were gonna bring you food in rotation. But clearly, okay, Ray said he don't need from none of y'all. All right, child. Let me say it. Y'all better get y'all somebody like Ray. I would advise everyone to get them somebody like Ray, somebody that's gonna sit in the other people's space and lie. Okay, bring in some stats that do not apply to your wife and her drunk driving. Okay. Get you a person like Ray that's going to somewhat hold it down, so much so be ready to lie to the officers, okay, about where you been at when he don't even know where the hell you really been at and how many drinks you truly consumed. So, it's just, it's a lot, but Ray is holding it down as a husband, just a little piece. I have to be honest, okay? He is indeed. But I want us to check out real quick before we move on, all right? Because Gizelle felt as though Stacy did not really answer any of the questions that Andy asked over there on Watch What Happens Live. And I want us to just check out a snippet of what she had to say when she said she did talk to TJ after the reunion. Which is real interesting because you said that you talked to this man after the reunion, but then that man had came back and said something completely different about how he was still for to expose you. But let us listen, okay?
How quickly did you call TJ after we wrapped the reunion?
Immediately.
And what did he say?
He was very remorseful. He was very emotional, and it was a hard call to have.
You maintain that you did not pay him.
I did not pay him.
Okay, so why did he say that?
In a real relationship with him, and he treated me very poorly, and to see him be so disrespectful, and to see him be definitely unchristian,
okay,
and do this to me at the reunion, it was just jarring, quite frankly.
What was his motive in saying it?
It's so obvious to me, and I hate to say this, but the ladies were right. He's not the man for me. I was looking for love, and he was in love with being in front of the camera.
How quickly did you call TJ after we wrapped the reunion?
Immediately.
And what did he...
Girl, shut your lies up, please, ma'am. just because you're gonna end up being Mia in just a second, honey. You called this man immediately after the reunion, but you didn't want to call him immediately in the moment when you heard what he said. I do not believe her. Talking about he was remorseful and emotional. I was in a real relationship with him. I don't know no more, y'all. Because at this point, Stacy nor TJ can be trusted for me. Just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit for me, okay? TJ, your actions, as I've said before, are coming off a little bit like a bitter Betty, and more so a person that just wants to embarrass her. But then, Stacy, the way that you pause in between giving your thoughts makes me think that you're making up the lie as you go. And I just have to be real honest, girl, okay? It's something about it is something in the milk is not clean, all right? It's not making much sense completely. And I do think that you're withholding a bit of the story. But in all honesty, as I've said before, how many housewives is coming out admitting that they paid a man to be on the show? Like, ain't nobody gonna do that. Okay, so good luck. Good luck, okay? So her. Now, as we're still on Real Housewives of Potomac, I want us to go ahead and talk about Miss Candiace Dillard, because I have to shout out the reality rundown, because they had a chance. First of all, they did like a meetup with three of the ladies. I believe it was Mia, Jacqueline, and Jassy, and Candiace, of course, was in attendance for the live show, and they got a chance to ask her about whether or not she'll be returning to Potomac or if she's interested or anything. So let us hear what Miss Candiace had to say.
Feel when the cast photos dropped and you were not on it? Did you feel left out? Did you feel like, damn, did I make a mistake? What are your thoughts on that?
I felt fine because I knew what my plan was, and my plan was to protect my family, to protect my son, my unborn son at the time, and my focus was at that time and still is on my son. And at that time, because I was pregnant, it was important to me to make sure that I wasn't putting myself in any position to put myself in danger. And any kind of stress, be it from a TV show, from your mama, from your sister, from your cousin, whomever, I had to protect myself from any and all evils. I had to ward them off. So being away has been great for me. I was happy for the girls when I heard the photos dropped. I want the show to succeed.
How did it feel when the cast photos dropped and you...
She wants the show to succeed, even if she's not a part of it. And I feel like Candy may not return for another season. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Okay. Continue to bond with your little boy. But if you decide you do want to return, not next season, maybe the following, I'm not opposed to it. But right now, I just enjoy her having a break. I do enjoy seeing the fans pounce on somebody else other than Miss Candiace. Okay. Find somebody else to dig into. Thank you. So it has definitely been a piece of a joy, and Miss Ma'am is not missing a beat. So congratulations to her. All right. So that's what Miss Candiace had to say. She was unbothered by what those people had going on, honey. Okay. Now, I want us to talk about something Married to Medicine just a piece, because they did drop the reunion looks, and I want to get you guys' thoughts. All right. So not in any particular order at all. We're just going to go ahead and get into some things. All right. And first up, we have Dr. Mimi. Okay. Actually, I don't think this is a bad dress at all. I don't know the full theme of the, and I do kind of want to look that up. Right. I'm not sure of the full theme of the reunion, but let us check it out, because I was looking at that earlier. Okay, I want to see what exactly is the theme for the reunion. All right, y'all. So it looks like it's supposed to be some sort of garden style or whatnot of the reunion. So I feel like her look is giving more like water or whatnot. And you see water in the garden. I don't think the dress is bad at all. I think that she looks nice. And that's really about all that I got. But I do want us to check something else out really, really quickly. So let's hop over here so that we can check out something real quick, okay? And that is this this video here.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Clear the way. Clear the way. Clear the way. Have a nice day. Clear the way. Clear the way. Clear the way.
Ladies.
I'm going to mind my business.
Okay. I like the video. You can see more of what the ladies are giving, what they look like and things versus just the photo. So, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yes. All right, so y'all got to see the video. So listen, I do think that Dr. Mimi has made a nice choice with this dress. I think she looks beautiful in it. Love the dress, love the way that it flows. I like the way it cuffs her arms. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just made like that. That's cute. Go ahead, Dr. Mimi. Next up, we have to go with let's see, Dr. Simone. This dress looks nice, but Dr. Simone looks uncomfortable for some reason. I don't know why, but she looks uncomfortable. But I think the dress is nice, and I mean, I think she probably could have chose like a different hairstyle, maybe, or either maybe have made her bob more blunt like. But I definitely like the dress, and you know what? Maybe it's not that she looks uncomfortable. I think it could just be her pose, the pose that she has, right? But okay. Next up, let's get into Dr. Contessa. Contessa 8. I don't care what nobody talk about. Y'all can hate Contessa all y'all want to. Miss Ma'am looks absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love that dress. Love the color. Y'all know I like the little slit, the split, whatever, all the way up the thigh. I like it. Just a peekaboo of the breast down like by her arms. It looked like she got some little girl. It's giving chandelier just a little bit. She looks absolutely beautiful. Makeup is great. Love her hair. Oh my God. Go ahead, Mia. Go ahead. Contessa ate that up. So out of these three ladies so far, Mimi, Contessa, Simone, I think Contessa for me is leading the pack. Okay. Right now, let us go ahead and get into Miss Quad. All right. I think this is a very beautiful color. I like how Quad has her hair pulled to the back. I like that she went with the dark hair. I think last year she had the blonde, and I really didn't like how they did Quad with the little two strings hanging out. I don't think her hair was complimentary of her outfit, in my opinion, but this year I think she stepped it up. I think she looks absolutely beautiful. I love the dress, the slit. Y'all know I like some slits that I ain't. Okay, I like the extraness on one side of the shoulder. All right, she looks great too. So come on. I don't know. I feel like it's still Contessa for me, y'all. I don't know. Let's see. It's still Contessa for me because it's giving simple yet beautiful. But let me see. Okay, you got Quad, and then you got, ooh, I don't know who's eating more. Y'all gonna have to decide between Dr. Mimi and Quad. Just nice. It's nice. I mean, they did a great job, ladies. Great, beautiful job. Beautiful job, ladies. Okay. Let's get into Dr. Jackie. Now, this is cute. This is Jackie. And maybe it's me, right? Because it is simple, but I love the extraness, right? I love the extra flowing because it gives reunion to me. It does give a reunion. Now let me go back to Contessa for just a second. Contessa got a little piece of a flow, but it looks like she has some extraness at the bottom, like the curviness of the tail of the train or whatnot. I'm like, okay, that's cute, that's unique. I also like Dr. Jackie though. I'm gonna give it to you, Jackie. This looks good. I love the jacket, like the Jackie jacket. Come on, Jackie jacket. Okay, so I like how she has the arms in. It's flowy. It makes the attire look that much more elegant versus it just being like a plain Jane type of, So I like it. I love the way they did that dress where it looks like it may be giving a little bit of two buste kele, whatever, and then you got the other little dress on top, like overall style. Cute. I think her hair does look nice. I think her makeup is absolutely beautiful. So I think that Jackie did a great job with this as well. I don't know. She up there in the top two with Contessa for me. Just a little bit up there with Contessa, but y'all let me know. Okay, we all have different orders. In which we will give best to worst or whatever, and who we like the most. All of that. Leave your thoughts. Okay, they don't have to be the same. It's your personal. Let's get to T. All right. So T is giving us something different. Again, I do like when the ladies are wearing something on their arms to add to the attire that they have on to make it more dressy like. I don't mind the extraness at the top that she has. I think the color is beautiful. I think her makeup is beautiful. There are two things on T's outfit that I'm not necessarily a fan of, and that is the dress above the knees. I think the dress is cute, but for the reunion, I wish she would have gave a bit more because it makes me feel like T it looks like T is more of a friend of the show, okay, versus one of the cast members. Her hair is not bad, but I don't know why the way they were doing her hair, I started to think it was a different type of theme or something, but it ended up being garden. I think she could have made a different hair choice, but if I can say, I think she looks nicer on the video than in the photo. And let me show y'all once we get to that part. So you guys will see T once she pops up. But that's just me, okay? Is T next? No, we got Toya. We got Toya. Okay, Contessa. Okay, Jackie, Wacky, Jackie. All right. So this is y'all see T. Now let me know y'all thoughts. Makeup is definitely giving beautiful. I think that the hair isn't as bad, but the hair does not flow with the dress just a little bit to me. I thought I liked the extraness at the top with the two pointy things. But the dress is cute though. It's cute. And maybe it's because she got a lot going on in that area, right? She has a lot of the bushy hair, which the hairstyle is cute. The pointy things right here, and then she has the things around her arms, okay? So I think it could be a lot going on, yet at the bottom not enough going on. So yeah, but you guys leave your thoughts down below. I think that she looks beautiful. I wonder if this is the dress that she said that she got made for the reunion. I wish her dress was long and flowy, but it's not. And maybe she probably could have went with a different hair choice potentially. But I do think that she still looks beautiful overall. But that's just my thoughts. All right. But y'all leave y'all's down below. Okay. Next up, let's get to Dr. Heavenly. Okay, Dr. Heavenly, I like the way this dress looks. I'm loving the sheerness of it, the color. I don't like the neck, the choker. I don't think she needed the choker at all. I think it's a lot going on with the choker and the hair, right? And it's like, girl, you didn't even need that. You didn't need that at all. But I think the dress looks nice. I think her hair looks nice. I think her makeup looks nice. But if Heavenly decides to take that choker off halfway through the reunion, girl, I'm not going to be mad at you, okay? Because the whole look, to me, looks good, minus the choker. And then let's also get into Miss Toya. All right. Lastly, Miss Toya. I think Toya looked beautiful. I like the purple dress. I like the extraness at the bottom. And see, I like how even though hers is like short, kind of similar to T's, it still just gave a bit extra. Like with the ruffles and the way it's going in the front, and you got the train underneath it. It's just real long and stuff. I know T tried to compensate though with the shawl or whatnot that she had on, and maybe that did help just a bit. That color that T wore was absolutely beautiful. It was. I think all of the ladies, for the most part, I think they all look good. I think Toya did a great job. I think all of the ladies did a great job for the reunion for the most part. Give or take, maybe some minor changes or whatever, but I think they all did good. That's just my personal. But you guys can leave your thoughts and comments down below, all right? That's all that I have that I wanted to bring to you guys at this time. Of course, I'm Jami, that's me. Be sure to like up the video, comment, subscribe, all of that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith.